whereas Green Drinks will host a Back to Nature Food Day awareness fair and tasting on October 22nd and 23rd at Simple Balance Holistic Center to promote food awareness in the Elgin community. Now therefore, I, David Kaptain, Mayor of the City of Elgin, Illinois, do hereby proclaim Monday, October 24th, 2011 as Food Day in the City of Elgin and urge all citizens to participate in the planned activities.
In the country. There has been an international global food day, which is October 16th, for almost 30 years. Unfortunately, America never really jumped on it a whole lot. We call it a national event, and all of a sudden you get some action. So it's been 1,500 events are happening locally actually mostly Monday. But some places are doing a whole week, a whole month, and October is food month, really. So we're kind of incorporating the whole thing, the whole world, the nation, and whatnot. And these are the principles I'm just going to read really quickly that it was originally based on. And most of them were in the proclamation. Reduce diet-related disease by promoting safe, healthy food and truth in labeling. And we do have some petitions over here that I would, please ask you to complete for, making sure that our labels are complete and that everything is listed on there. In fact, GMO, etc. Support sustainable farms, which that's what we're all doing here today. Limit subsidies to big agribusiness, and that also is something that we need to get behind in different petitioning and things like that. Expand access to food and alleviate hunger. Absolutely. We have Feeding Greater Elgin here with us today, a new group that has opened up to a large pantry that will be helping that. I think 1,000 people a week, I think. Protect the environment, animals by reforming factory farms. Promote health and by curbing junk food and marketing to kids. So we are promoting some things to school. Through this event, we've been reaching out to some schools in the area as well. Promote health by curbing junk food and marketing to kids. And support fair conditions for food and farm workers, which that goes without saying, the obviousness of that, right? So it's about caring. So I wanted to make sure, and you can always go to foodday.org and learn a little bit more about what we're doing all around the nation. There's I think about 6 different events happening in Illinois right now. This was actually the first one on the map in Illinois. I was surprised, but yeah. And so Angelic Organics is doing some things on Monday in Caledonia, and there's a few things happening on Monday in Chicago, and I just like to promote that, but they're also on the website. And so now I'd love to introduce to you the owner of Simple Balance Holistic Center. And before I do that, we're going to, I'm going to introduce her and then we'll do that. Simple Balance Holistic Center is owned by the fabulous, lovely, caring, and genius Dr. Absolutely, Dr. Jana Gonzaga, and she's opened up this space for healing and nurturing and nourishment since she began. So it's only fitting that this would be here. And she's going to tell us about the healing powers of food. But before that, we have something, a gift for David Kaptain that she's going to present to him.
I and the whole Simple Balance Holistic Center family, taking care of what we're doing, Green Connect, would like to honor you with a Welcome to Wellness starter program. And one of my intentions when I opened this place was it to be a community so that we can all heal together and we could all be our best together, a better you, a better life, better world. So I would like to give you this. It entails comprehensive health and wellness checkups valued at $160 and 6 complimentary vet sessions valued at $230. You get to experience the miracles of mind, body, and spirit wellness here at Kaptain. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Oh my, the energy in the room is just intense. I'm going to get blown out of here, literally. Gosh, back to nature, the nature of food. And I love what you said, clean air, clean water, and clean food. And when we stop to think about it, really, what is our true nature? What is our true nature? Is it living in the suburbs where we're really completely separate from nature? We forget what nature is all about. And it's in those moments where we step out and we go into and take a walk in the forest, or maybe sit against, right near a river and you hear the water flowing, or you're flowing your body, you're grabbing that tomato. There's so many things there that help remind us of what nature is. And one of the things that I want to share with you too is your thoughts are food as well. And sometimes our thoughts we cannot separate ourselves from. And if we could add that to a circle, clean water, clean air, clean food, we will be so close to nature in our mind, body, and spirit that we will desire to create events like these, and we're going to desire to help our local farmers and the people that are out there that are trying to bring nature back into this society that really is simply separate from nature, and so that we can remember what nature is. And if we continue to take that next step forward so that each one of us are reminders of we must go back to nature so that we can heal ourselves. If you look at the world around us now, it seems like everyone is looking for an outward solution to something that cures themselves from the inside out. But one of the things that I'm teaching a lot of my clients here, I call them care members now, because when you talk about patients, I think if you look it up in the dictionary, it's all about people suffering. I go, oh no, I'm not labeling people as patients anymore. So we call them as care members. But when you stop to think about it, our society is run by outward solutions, and then that disempowers our true nature, where we are literally hardwired to self-heal and self-regulate. This has been noted by science. It's not something that just came out of nowhere. It's been noted that we are literally hardwired to self-heal and self-regulate. So what can we do so that we can acknowledge our own self-healing properties within us? Because when you have a cut, what happens? It's not like you're staring at it and you say, okay, fibroblasts come in now. Okay, inflammation, you got to kick in so the body knows that it needs to heal that. No, your body does it automatically. So what's interfering with your own healing properties within you? What's interfering with that? Clean air, clean water, clean food, clean stuff. And that's what we need to stay focused on. Not only that, one of the things that I realized too, working with so many people over the course of actually 12 years now as an practice, I started at a very young age, 24. One day after my 24th birthday, I graduated from chiropractic college. And ever since then, it's been such an amazing journey because I have not stopped learning. I've learned all about mind, body, spirit, medicine, all of that stuff. I've learned about wellness, nutrition. I mean, you name it. I've learned so many different healing technologies. But since I've experienced so much in a long, 12 years of my time, I realized what worked for the majority of people. And the beauty of it, too, is that, number one, we must start to remember what our nature is. And you know what it is? forest and just sit calmly. It's openness, it's safety, it's love, it's peace. You naturally experience that when you're in nature. So what does that mean about who we are? Are we love? Are we peace? Are we joy? Are we celebration? Are we calm? Are we nature in action as well? And another thing too, so we must create that. We must put our intention to create nature with where we are now, and so that we're never separate from it again. And we must bring it into the areas that don't have it anymore, so that they can remember. And another thing too is there's 3 things that will allow us to thrive. And this is something that kind of hit me over the head just a few months ago. So we must create. We must be in a process of creating. If not, guess what we're doing? We're surviving. If you're in a state of survival, just getting by, doing your everyday routines, not really looking far ahead of what is it that you're creating for the benefit of everyone, of humanity, you're surviving. There's no thriving in surviving. So we must be in a process of creating health, creating nature, creating sustainability. We must be always in a process of creating. If not, we're never getting anywhere. Number 2 is communication. This wouldn't have happened if Kathy brought up, hey, let's do a food day. And everyone just started. Or it was your sustainability committee with 110 volunteers. It wouldn't have happened if we didn't communicate it or let people know this is what's going to help our community. We must share our passions and what we feel will help serve everyone in our group. So we must communicate it. If not, that dream is dead in the water. So we must let people know. Number 3 is community. Community. The support and love of people that are on the same page, that are moving in the same direction. And if we can collectively just keep supporting each other, and that way we are going to thrive. And when we thrive, we heal. And when we heal, we are the best that we can be. And as I say, a better you, a better life, a better world. So thank you everyone for joining me, and the mayor, and Kathy, the whole Simple Balance family, and everyone that has participated with the booths, the local farmers, and just thank you so much for taking this off this weekend, and just thank you, thank you, thank you. This is